I was very lucky. I grew up in that wonderful period of the early to late 60s when pop music was in a massive state of transition and development. Obviously the Beatles were a major influence for me, but the Kinks were probably second. I was immediately attracted by the first two big hits, You Really Got Me, All Day and All of the Night, with Dave Davis's wonderful guitar sound. When I was 13, I was a drummer and I drove my parents mad. I was drumming in my bedroom to their hit singles. I had every hit single from You Really Got Me to Waterloo Sunset at one time, and they just absolutely did it for me.
So what made you think about making jazz arrangements?
Well, this was something that had fermented for quite a long time. My love of Ray Davies' songs had stayed with me for years, but I actually got to thinking that with the breadth of his compositions, the grooves of the songs I've just mentioned, the beautiful pastoral nature of Waterloo Sunset, the swing of Sunny Afternoon and You Really Got Me, I just thought that they would make really natural vehicles for jazz interpretation.
Was it difficult doing the arrangements?
Well, it wasn't really. I started off with You Really Got Me. In 2013, I just happened to be watching a Sky Arts programme called Music Talks, which was like a chat show where musicians were invited into the studio before a live audience, and they played. And Ray Davies was on one such episode, and he just played an acoustic version of You Really Got Me in a kind of a shuffly style, and that was almost a light bulb moment. I just thought, that's it. And so I just got on with it. I was commissioned by the Marsden Jazz Festival to do some arrangements, and they just seemed to flow because I tried to let the songs speak for themselves.
Did the guys in the band enjoy doing it?
Yeah, I think they did. I think it was something different. Curiously, although jazz musicians have done arrangements of jazz compositions down the years, no one had really touched Ray Davies's work, and so it was a bit of a first really, and so I think they were very pleased to be involved in a project like this. Etheridge was perfect. He was the ideal guitar player with his background. Lodder, such a creative piano player. Dave O'Higgins, wonderful saxophone sound, I love it. And Sebastian was the perfect drummer. He just knew exactly what to play on each song. So yeah, it was a very happy coming together of all these musicians.
What about the Kinks? Do they like it?
Well, actually, through a mutual friend, I managed to get a copy of the first album. I didn't know it was going to be the first album then, but the album that we did to Mick Avery, of course, the legendary Kinks drummer. And he sent me a very nice email saying he did like it, and he's heard Vol.2, and he also likes that. There's just a chance he might come to the launch gig.